concerned that your baby has limited head control, that your baby is not able to hold their head upright?
The first thing to pay attention to if your baby has low muscle tone or hypotonia and weak neck muscles is to pay attention when you're picking baby up and make sure that you're supporting the head like I did with my left hand right here. Like this one struggling to hold his head up.
Your baby's head seems to be hanging behind the body and you're concerned about this, then you're in the right place at the right time. You have 5 different exercises that you can use to strengthen your baby's neck muscles and help your baby to develop better head control. My name is Cherrick and I'm a pediatric physical therapist. With regard to your baby's head control, when your baby was born, you probably noticed the doctor did a maneuver like this, where the doctor would take your baby, hold baby's hands, and pull your baby upright into the seated position. Now, what doctor was looking for was what's called a head lag. The head lag simply means exactly what it says, that baby's head, as the doctor was pulling baby up, the head was lagging behind your baby's body. Now, if this happens, that means that your baby's neck muscles is weak. Now, as expected, when your baby's first born, their head accounts for almost 30% of your total body weight. And so your baby's neck muscles are not able to keep up with the head. And so that head lag is to be expected. But within a few days or weeks, that head lag should begin to go away and completely disappear as your baby's neck muscles begin to get stronger and baby is able to hold their head up much more capably and confidently. I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do with your baby if your baby is not able to hold your head up steadily when you are supporting your baby around their trunk. If baby's head is hanging backwards or hanging to one side or hanging to the other side or flopping forward, then that's an indication that the baby's neck muscles are not as strong as they need to be, and you want to definitely strengthen those muscles, okay? The first exercise I'm going to show you is a simple one, and just being able to sit and hold your baby around the trunk and keep your baby's head stable. In physical therapy school, way back in the day, many eons ago, I learned this term called stability before mobility. Your baby needs to feel confident and capable that he's able to hold his head upright before he will feel confident and capable of looking around, turning side to side, moving the head. So what you want to do is sit with your baby on your lap facing away from your body and give your baby support around the shoulders and high up, depending on how much support your baby actually needs. If you put your arms around baby's trunk like this with your hands under baby's arms and hold baby like this, baby should be able to hold their head up. A 3 or 4 month old should be able to hold their head upright in this position and look around the room and see what's going on in the room. If your baby is not able to hold their head up in this position, but when you have your arms in this position, bring your arms higher. Give baby a little bit more of a firm hold around the outside of the shoulders, where you're bringing your hands up kind of almost around baby's neck, where your hands are touching baby's cheeks on either side. And now what you're doing is you're giving baby that support around the neck, kind of almost like a neck collar, mimicking that. And you just have baby responsible for holding their head in this position.
Like this, with lots of support around his trunk.
The second exercise is what I call a slight side-to-side tilt. Now, if you sit with your baby facing away from you, just like you did in the previous exercise, with baby facing away from you, give baby support around the shoulders. And if you thread your hands under baby's arms and you gently tilt baby's head like this. If you tilt your baby's head to about 10 to 15 degrees from vertical, then your baby should do a move kind of like that, where baby brings, as the body begins to tilt, you notice baby does this and brings their head upright to keep looking straight ahead. It's called a head righting reflex, and your baby is born with it, and it should happen automatically. If you begin to tilt your baby this way and your baby's head begins to sag and not do this, what you want to do is take one hand. In this case, I'm tilting baby to the right side. So I'm going to use my right hand. I'm going to make my right hand as big as I possibly can so that I'm supporting baby's entire head. And what you will find happening is your baby will kind of lean into that and kind of like just give in to your hand and give in to the support. And so that's fine to support your baby's head like this. What you want to do is use your other hand, put it on top of baby's left shoulder. So now you've got your left hand on baby's left shoulder, your right hand supporting baby's head in this slight tilt to the side. And what you want to do is gradually take away the support that you are giving to where you just have your fingertips holding baby's head. What you're trying to elicit is what's called an isometric contraction, where if you can get baby to hold their head in this position as you take away the support, and as you're taking away the support and baby's head begins to flop a little bit more, you will feel baby's muscles start to kick in to try to lift that head up, which is what you want to see. You want to be...
This time I'm trying to support him under his shoulder blades and cue him to lift his head up and make eye contact with me as I'm talking to him. But I quickly realized I needed to give him more support, otherwise he couldn't get it done. So I brought my arms around his chest and supported him around his upper body and just let him be responsible for lifting his head up and trying to look at me and make eye contact with me as I held him sitting there. So I was really giving him quite a bit of support while he was
challenging your baby in a way that is safe for you and baby to do so. You can do that to this side and then take a break, bring baby back upright, and then switch to the other side. Switch to the other side, tilt baby to the side, lay the head towards your baby's left side, hold baby's head in your left hand, take your right hand, put it on the right shoulder. Once you are doing this move where you are putting your hand on baby's shoulder, you're actually applying a downward force in this direction. The weight of baby's head is acting downwards as gravity is pulling baby's head down. But as you begin to take your support away and gradually move your hands while applying this pressure on the right shoulder, you are now eliciting that isometric contraction in the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is the muscle on the side of baby's neck. And that will cause baby to start to try to, If you listen for that sound, you'll hear baby doing, as baby is trying to lift and hold their head upright. And then, of course, you bring baby's head back into the upright position.
To him, I'm cueing him to lift his head up and look at me, and you can see that he's really struggling with this, but that he is working. I'm not letting his head flop uncontrollably.
Develop head control in their own time and at their own pace, depending on whether or not that baby is developing normally or has some sort of underlying condition that may impact their muscle tone and cause them to have some sort of a delay. But regardless, all of the principles and techniques that I shared with you in this video can be applied and used if you do them safely. As always, please like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you found this information useful, please share it with someone else who you know would benefit from it. Also, the next video coming out will be the video in the next line of progression of challenges for your baby, which is rolling over. So please check that video out right here, coming up soon. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.